Welcome back to Storytime with Mrs O'Grady. Today we're going to read chapter 4 of The London Eye Mystery. It's called The Hurricane Makes Landfall. Aunt Gloria and Salim came at 6:24 p.m. on Sunday the 23rd of May, the start of our 1-week half-term holiday. It was a fine day with some scattered showers moving northeast. Kat and I watched as a black London cab pulled up outside the house. Aunt Gloria came out first. She was tall and thin with straight back hair cut to her shoulders. Kat says this style is called a bob. She wore tight jeans and dark pink sandals. You couldn't help notice her 2 big toes sticking out from the gap because they were painted with matching dark pink nail polish and were very bright. But the thing I noticed most was the cigarette holder she had in her hand. A long, slim cigarette was stuck in the end and it was lit. A trail of smoke floated up from it. Kat said Aunt Gloria looked like a fashion editor. Kat had never met a fashion editor, so I don't know how she knew this. Salim was tall and thin with jeans on like his mother. He wore an ordinary backpack and wheeled Aunt Gloria's suitcase on wheels behind him. His black hair was cut short. His skin was brown. Kat said it was not just brown but caramel. She said I should say that he's very good looking. She's always thinking about whether people are good looking or not. I think people just look like who they are. I suppose I'm ugly, because nobody's ever said I'm handsome. People are always saying how pretty Kat is, so I suppose she is. To me, she just looks like Kat. So I don't know if Salim was handsome, but he looked like his thoughts were not in the same place as his body, and I liked this about him. I think this is how I often look too. He and Aunt Gloria walked up to our front door through our front garden, which Mum says is the size of a postage stamp. In fact, it's 3 metres by 5, and I once worked out that it could fit 22,500 stamps. Before they had a chance to ring the doorbell, Mum flung open the door. "Glow!" she said. "Faye!" Aunt Gloria shrieked. There was a muddle of arms and laughing, and I wished I could go up to my room. Behind them, Salim stood looking on. His eye and my eye met. Then he lifted his shoulders, gazed up at the sky and shook his head, then smiled straight at me, which meant he and I could become friends. And that felt good. I only had 3 other friends, and they were all grown up. They were Mum, Dad and Mr Shepherd, my teacher at school. I didn't count Kat as my friend because she was rude to me most of the time and interrupted me when I spoke. "Ted," Mum was saying, "say hello to your Auntie Glow." I looked at Gloria's left ear. "Hello, Aunt Gloria." I put out my hand for her to shake. She dragged me into a hug that smelled of cigarettes and perfume and made my nostrils itchy. "Hello, Ted," she said. "Just call me Glow, won't you? That's what everyone calls me." I escaped from between her arms. "Godface," she went on. "He's the spit of our father. Do you remember Dad in his suit and tie, even on holiday? Ted's the image of him." There was silence. It was true that I wore my school trousers and shirt every day, even if I wasn't going to school. It's what I like to do. Kat was always on at me to put on a t-shirt and jeans and be normal and chilled, but that made me want to wear my uniform even more. Salim said, "No, Mum, he looks like a right cool dude. The formal look's all the rage again, didn't you know?" I said. "The look's a disguise, Mum. It hides the rebel within, right, Ted?" I nodded. It felt good being called a rebel. "Hey, Ted, shake hands." As I shook hands, we were eyeball to eyeball, and I felt my head going off to one side in what Kat calls my duck that's forgotten how to quack look. "Welcome to London, Salim," I said. Okay, so that's the first half of chapter 4. Was Aunt Gloria, did she look like how you had drawn her or described her? What do you think Salim might be thinking? Do you think Ted is comfortable or uncomfortable with the situation he's in?